sadly we missed the first minute of this game, but I don't personally want to miss the second. Jam versus Molotov. Both of these teams had a super dominant first series. Well, I mean, Molotov wasn't quite as dominant as Jam, but they still did extremely well.
You're hearing Lonjais. My name is Don MEGAAA. We're Gamestah, and we're bringing the Cybegamer Fight for Your Invite Rocket League tournament. And you can see Team Molotov, I believe, are the blue, and Jam Gaming are the orange. I didn't actually check that before I put that in, so I'm just glad, Longe, that that's correct. Big spike. Can't make the connection to Sifo.
No, not quite able to put it through. But I'm really excited to see how Jam's high pressure, walk the ball in, pressure the box style does actually go against a team as good as Molotov. I think this is going to be really exciting. And you can already see Jam playing really high pressure. They want to make this happen. They want to force these goals. They just want to shove the ball down your throat. They don't need to deal with any of this finesse nonsense. Except they are actually quite good at that too. So I'm really excited for this. Because Molotov are in no means a pushover, and you can see it here. Their defense is just immaculate.
It really is testicles in your throat action. Like this, it's so stressful to have the ball into your forward half and have them go for shot after shot after shot. It just puts so much pressure on the team, and you can see Molotov having two defenders already sitting in their goal square, just because this is the sort of the pressure that Jam is going to put on them.
But of course, the double-edged sword is when you commit all three guys to such a high pressure style, which they don't always, and they're not right now, like this very second. When you commit all three, it leaves you super open to counterattack, which is what cost Jam the first game of the last series they were in.
Yeah, but as we're watching now, Blitz seems to be the only person for the Molotov team that's taking the ball into the forward half. Big flies, as you can see, shot on goal, can't get the connection. But you can just see Blitz using most of his boost, trying to get into that forward half, trying to get some sort of a spike. Toxic there with him, trying to get it out of that corner. Blitz, can he get back far enough to get the ball in? Goes for the fly. It's going to rebound and be hit away once again. Unfortunately for this Molotov team, there is a ton of work in front of them.
Absolutely, but they're not actually down any points yet, so I suspect we're going to overtime. Now, a player like Blitz really was the MVP of the first series that Molotov played, and this guy is somebody to watch. I really think he lives up to his name. And much like Orion was able to play super good utility, midfield play last series, Blitz, he's been able to dominate the game in a more traditional sense when watching him. Just, sweet out plays, skill moves, nice shots on goal. We'll see how it goes. Because Jam, they seem to have warmed up a little bit. They're playing extremely well.
Yeah, that's the thing about second and third rounds. You're all warmed up. You know exactly what the team is going to need to do. And I've got to be honest, I've been watching Blitz for most of this game, and he's got so many touches on this ball, consistently driving it forward for his team. He stays around the mid area, doesn't get choked up in these corners. As I say that, he's going into the corner, trying to get it out there, centering the ball for his team. His teammates who come halfway up the field, they'll try to get in the center for that spike to get it in that goal square, but unfortunately for them, Jam Gaming, their defense has been as good as their attack. As I say that, very close from Didge. That was an amazing save. They really needed that save as we proceed into overtime, and we're going to see more of the same, I do believe. The Jam Gaming will consistently send three players after the ball, chase it and try to get it down this center median.
I don't know, we'll see. They might try to mix things up, because if you've been watching, Molotov has been relying very heavily on Blitz for their aggressive plays. They've been running a bit of an odd sort of 2-1 style, 2 forward, 2 back, 1 forward, rather than the usual, which is 2 forward, 1 back. And it hasn't failed them yet. Blitz, he's been very good. The demo coming through. Oh,
Blitz! No! Oh no, he couldn't save it. He did the double jump. He wasn't under it. If we watch the replay once again, you can see the ball coming over his head. He knows that he's missed it, and you've got the spike coming there from Orion that was trying to get it in as well. The winner, the first winner of the first match is going to go to Jam Gaming. This is the way it's going to go, Launch. It's going to go back and forth, low-scoring games, very technical in the air, trying to get those players in exactly the right spot. And when you do, the ball's going to go through. But if you don't, you're going to miss it. And unfortunately, I think Molotov are going to rely on Blitz just so often. He was the one that was pushing the ball forward. You've got two defenders, and Blitz being the one person who would try to get it centered for the rest.
But at the same time, if that works, right, if you have a player that can do that, who can 2v1 successfully, that's a gigantic advantage.
That's amazing. Like, imagine if you had a team full of blitzers. That would be absolutely incredible.
Not necessarily, because sometimes you do need supportive players to back up a player like that. Now, I just want to say, I actually really like these low-score games. I think they're super exciting. This is why they call it the beautiful game, right? This is super, super fun to watch, I think.
Yeah, as we're jumping right now into the second match. If you have just joined us, we're watching Molotov versus Jam Gaming. Obviously, the first match went to the Jam Gaming, and I'll just update it on your little score there.
Molotov.
Continue at will, Longe. Very, very close. Orion Sifo! Oh my gosh.
I was just flabbergasted as Jam were just like, let's just walk up the middle and score on them. They were like, all right, good plan, boy. And then they did it.
It's so aggressive. I don't know where it came from. I was so caught off guard. Obviously, Molotov are caught off guard as well.
Jam had 3 players in the goals just then. Like, what is this?
This is something that Jam realised they need to do. This is something that's going to change their game style, change the way they play around. They don't want to sit it back and have a low-scoring game. Unfortunately for you, as much as we love to see it, Sifo again. This is the 1-2 right in the centre. Sifo's going to come and sit. Let's see if we can switch to him as he's come using the boost right up the guts and scored. That's 2 goals in under 30 seconds when we went 5.5 minutes last time without anybody scoring. Jam Gaming have successfully changed their play style. Orion has another shot at goals going for the huge fly. There was 3 Molotov players in front of him, and this is the sort of match that this has turned into.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, Jam sort of realized, right, you know, if we let it go to overtime, then we could lose, right? If we just dump goals down their throat, you know, there's no problem. And so far, Molotov haven't really had an answer. That was an excellent clear by Sifo.
As we're watching Molotov take it like a working girl. It's back in the forward half once again for them. Fork is able to push it out and provide a little bit of relief using that boost that's gone back the other way, unfortunately, and come and hit the Blitz man. Blitz going for an early fly once again. Has a fly, can't make the connection. It's going to go back into the forward half. Sifo, is he going to get done by Fork? He is, and now in the corner.
He tries to go for the dribble moves, but unfortunately sometimes another car just smashing into the ball at top speed is going to put it together a little better. Not always though, it depends.
It's gone for an enormous fly, and Blitz once again. So we're seeing.
Oh, he botched that.
Oh!
Oh,
big flies, big flies. Didge is the one that is able to finally connect with it as we switch to him now. Didge coming up the left-hand side, right. Knows exactly where to position himself on.
Feel really bad after that. If he'd done that correctly and the ball hadn't bounced off of him a second time, that would have been an excellent clear. They would have been in a great position to pursue the ball down the field. But instead, he set Jam right up. That's not it's a little indicative of the tilt.
As we're watching the setup now, as you can see, Didge pushing it down the centre. They've got the player in reserve to either the left or the right-hand side that are trying to get to it. Toxic took it so far. Is he able to spike the ball? He's not. He goes back there. Blitz is in reserve. He's the one trying to get it up the field now. Toxic has a little bit of a shot to it. And we're watching Jam Gaming. It's so aggressive. All 3 of them are pushing the ball. No one's sitting in goal. There is someone sitting in goals now. It's Sifo. He's just the one collecting all the boost. And once he does, he comes right up to join them.
It's impossible not to enjoy watching Jam's style of play, right?
Sifo again.
Hurling themselves at that goal.
Yeah. It's so aggressive. And you can see Sifo now. He's hit it up. It's gone to Orion. Orion has centered himself next to Blitz, and it's gone in. Molotov knew exactly what they were doing. exactly what they were setting up for, and
Yeah,
they had no defense.
That was beautiful by Sifo. Get the ball past 3 players to send it through to his bro to get the score. I mean, like, hashtag teamwork goals, right?
Hashtag teamwork goals. Hashtag 4-zip is what we're on now. Unfortunately for you, as 4 has a big fly, you can't make the connection. Sifo, very nice clearance once again. As you can see, Didge, Sifo, and Orion, all 3 of them are there. All 3 of them are wanting to spike this ball. Toxic is the one who hits it away.
Look, you know what? 1 minute 50, that's an eternity in Rocket League. And this is what I'm talking about. Toxic scored. They are not out of this game. You can score 3 goals in 2 minutes. If I can do it, they can do it. Like,
that's right.
2 more plays like that, a little bit more faith in your offense, not just pass to blitz, hope for the best. And maybe Molotov are actually in this series.
Maybe they are. The blitz with the first touch, and it's gone completely the other way. Toxic, if he wasn't there, you would have seen an enormous score from them. As we're seeing the aerials come out. Toxic, a touch. Yes, he will. And this is Molotov coming into their forward half. 2 attackers, 1 defense. This is what you like to see. Fork hitting it out once again. Go for the second follow-up. The 2 defense from Jam Gaming is what he has to contend with.
Here's the problem: is Molotov are having quite a hard time just getting it into Jam's defensive zone, and that's kind of leaving them that even when they do get it out of there, they've committed so much they're a little out of position, which is making it like really difficult for them to then pass and score and things like that. A bit of demo doesn't hurt though. The double bounce tries to set up the ball, but there's no one in position to capitalize. Still, blitz off the wall, sends the ball back towards the goals. Toxic coming through. Oh, sorry, Fork, excuse me. The setup, the pass, it is in, and it is nice.
That was a nice one too. That was a very nice one too. As we're watching the replay at the moment, Toxic just knew exactly where he needed to position himself. Right in the corner, has a nice little touch on it as we're heading.
Every single player had a hand in that play. By the way, every single Molotov player had a hand in setting that up. Blitz ran along the wall. Fork set up the path for Toxic to score. That was just really, really cool. Really, really nice team play from the 3 of them.
It seems like they're doing a lot more as a team to get it into goals than Jam. I mean, when we came in 7 seconds, it was what Jam got the first goal at. I mean, Jam seems to be having a lot more trouble with it now, but Molotov have all of their players involved in the goal.
Look, even if they've had some like Emilio Estevez, Mighty Ducks, like, beautiful speech moment, they are 13, it is 12 seconds to go, and they are two goals down. So if they're going to rally, it has to be next to him. Oh, man, unless they get something beautiful off his next first touch.
That's amazing. I can't believe it. Toxic going for the enormous fly towards the goals. Barrel roll as well. I mean, this could have gone badly. It didn't. They've got 8 seconds. I don't know that they're going to be...
of your life. Nope.
No, it's not happening, is it? Blitz had a... Oh!
No.
If Blitz had a spike then, maybe the winner's orange.
Still,
it's Jam Gaming once again.
Molotov have a pulse, which is not something I could say after the first game.
Yeah, you need them to fight back, otherwise the game's not going to go their way. We've readied up. We're heading into the 3rd round. If you've just joined us, Jam Gaming have won 2. Molotov have put up a nice fight, but this is the thing though, right? So you've got a team like Molotov who are going to learn off Jam Gaming what they're sort of doing, how they sort of play, and then they're going to be able to manage and correct their play style for that. So you might see in this 3rd round a different play style from Molotov altogether. Blitz, nice save
from Blitz. Standard text. He's going to have to do it again in a second. As the Jam train comes, shooting out of the station.
Everyone had a fly at that. Every single person, but you can see Jam.
Yep.
Sifo, the nice juggle. He's got it on top of himself. He's hit it in once again. Didge, I think, was the one sitting in goal. So
it's pretty easy to score a goal when the only person sitting in the goal is a dude on your own team.
Yeah. But you've got to remember that Molotov are trying to stop it from getting to the goals in the first place. They want to stop it at the halfway point. Blitz, very nice hit. Is he going to be able to follow it up? Fork has a nice fly, but he can't touch it. Blitz once again on the right-hand side. He's going to come up the center.
Blitz is playing extremely well, but he's not playing in such a way.
Oh, Sifo.
Yeah, no kidding. Like, I don't even remark on. It was just like, you know what? Yeah, they just get that free goal. Cool.
This is what happens when you don't have a defender. This is when you're so anxious to get goals that you don't have a defender.
Precisely. And the best success that Molotov have had has been when they've been working in, you know, pairs or even as a three to set up, you know, passes and things like that for goals. They can't, like, Blitz, maybe he's feeling the pressure because they're down. He can't expect himself to just go out there and 1v3 and dumpster everybody.
Yeah, no player is going to be good enough to do that. Unfortunately for Blitz.
Just off the top post.
Oh, Toxic! Yes! Nice
with the rebound.
As we're watching Toxic once again with the halo on his car. It's come right out. I didn't think he expected at first for it to come out to greet him, but he was ready nonetheless. That's exactly what they need. The 1-2 is exactly how Jam are doing it, so that's what Molotov need to employ a little bit of. And we're seeing the hit out now. It's gone up towards the goals of the Molotov gamer. Oh, very nice save from Fork. Very nice. He'll have to do it once again in the air. A double save. Orion has a backflip. He can't make the connection. The bounce off the wall. Ooh.
Jam just throwing everything at this goal.
You need to get it out. You need to get a clearance, but Sifo's going to keep it up there. He's on the center line, and he's going to keep it from going anywhere else. Jam are so relentless in their study of and their patterns of getting these goals. 1-2, massive backfoot from Sifo.
Actually, I don't know what they say. But my point is, the pressure is definitely working for them.
Yeah, it is. You can see the goals. You can see the matches that they've already won. This is something that Jam do remarkably well. The pressure puts mistakes in the hands of the other team, so they can make mistakes with, you know, just 1 foot out of place.
But then when you're so aggressive, oh man, if Fork had just landed that aerial, we would have been having a whole other conversation, right? But maybe we still can. But the ball's heading back towards Jam possession. They're surging straight down the mid for the Molotov goal, the blue goal. But they clear it out. Still, the ball is not it's not going the way that Molotov want it to right now. They've got a lot of time to equalize, but they need that. But that time is now, right? Like, it's time to equalize, not time to burn. They have to make something happen, and they have to keep their composure while doing it, which is probably the hard part. And just like that, another team-orientated goal. This passing game has been so good from Molotov. Basically, the only thing keeping them in it has been their ability to play, you know, solid teamwork, Rocket League. Yeah,
and we've seen so much good defense from Molotov. I mean, defense is A1, number one. I mean, how can you defend against when they're having, you know, 60 scoring shots a game? Toxic already!
Is this
I was watching it
life?
and I don't know what happened. Watch this. So he's tapped it. It's gone past Sifo. Sifo's gone for a touch. He actually got a touch on it, and it still went in.
He did, but he wasn't actually in front of it when he touched.
Yeah, he was mispositioned. I agree. 100%. That's an amazing event from Molotov, because now they're in front for the first time all this match. All these matches they're in front. So if they win this could be a comeback, or the start of a comeback.
Nice little defense there from Sifo. Able to get the ball out, you know, from around 2 attackers. Very nice. And Jam are just also individually skilled.
Yeah. Each player.
Like, they must be really obnoxious to deal with. They're playing this, you know, full frontal high pressure style. They're just dumping shots at your goal constantly. And it must be really obnoxious to deal with, honestly. But Molotov actually seem to have found the answer a little bit.
Oh, nice fly from Fork. He can't make the connection. Unfortunately for him, the blitz is going to be there on the reserve. Fly from Orion. He's going to get it up into the air. It's still stuck in this corner. He's going to clear it for these boys to spike it into the center. And Digi's there to keep it away from them. Oh, big fly from Fork. Again, they really want another goal here to take the pressure off, because Jam, you've seen it, 7 seconds is all that it takes for Jam to 1-2 it into the goals, and there it goes onto the crossbar. If they weren't
Nice
quite
little
so
save.
forward. You've got Fork very, very close. Blitz and Toxic also so close to the goals. They don't want to screw around and stuff this one up. Jam have full control, full spread of this midsection as Fork. Very nice. And Toxic.
All Molotov need to do, though, is park the bus at this point. As long as they don't let any more goals in. Now, I'm not saying they should just sit in their own, defensive zone and just play defense. But they should just play defense, but do it a little bit more proactively than that. Because if you mess up when you're in your defensive zone, this is part of what makes Jam's style so effective, right? If you mess up while you're defending in the zone, right around your goal, there's nowhere to fall back to. There's no back flipping across the map to get back in front of the ball because it's gone into your goal post.
But this is part of the Molotov defense. You see, is the Molotov defense is they're attacking, so they're going to keep it up into the forward half, so they don't have to defend as violently or as aggressively. As you can see, the scorers from that game, Blue, Team Molotov, all Toxic, all those early flies in front of goals, and Toxic asking for 2 minutes. Oh well.
I think we can live with that.
I think we can too. We'll join when you guys do. Interesting. So I don't actually know what's happening to the... I don't actually know what's happening to the... What we might do is I've brought up the social media on the bottom of the screen, on the bottom right corner. So Gamestah Media is where you'll find all of these on YouTube after the fact. Gamestah Media, and you can go there and subscribe once again. Gamestah on Facebook. It's not my favourite, but hey, if you like Facebook, you can join us there. We've got about 1,300 and something followers, so you'll be in good company once again.
Yeah, unfortunately, that doesn't add inches, man. No need to brag.
Gamestah at Facebook and www.gamestah.com on that website there.
Okay, so we are back into the game, and as much as I am very, very happy to put Gamestah and all the good stuff to do and all the awesome coverage and events that we are all going to be involved in the coming years and months and whatever, right now we've got a game of Rocket League, the important things in life.
Do.
And Toxic misses the aerial, but Blitz does manage to defend.
Very nice.
Beautiful. And here come Jam flying in their classic, just launch themselves across the map, throw themselves in style. But you know what? They're mechanically gifted players. Their sense of timing is obviously super on point. And so it's not like it doesn't work for them.
Yeah, it
but
does.
has Molotov really found the answer, or was last game a fluke?
No, I think the Molotov's defense something has changed in Molotov's defense. The Jam Gaming that we used to know would be able to put that ball straight through. All that pressure would be so effective. But now we're watching the ball turn into the front half of this Molotov team, and they're able to keep it in this front half. You can see Fork dodging it off the wall.
Toxic comes forward off defense and hit the ball, shoots it back towards goal.
Very nice from Toxic, the double touch. Sifo there in the response. This is where Jam Gaming come into their own, though. That relentless attacking speed, as you've got the boys just taking their sweet time with this blitz. Nice fly from him. Very nice fly to keep it into the attacking 50.
Jam needs to start thinking about getting a sponsorship from like Qantas or Virgin Air or something like that.
Virgin Air, yeah. I could see that happening. I could see that happening all the time. If they spend it there, it wouldn't be a badly placed sponsorship.
Well, yes, that is the joke. You're right. Yes, thank you for explaining it in case anyone missed it.
Yeah, that's right. I explained it. It's what I do. It's part of what we do here. If you need sarcasm, that's just another service that we offer. Orion, very nice, puts it into the goals. You can see the boost coming full out here. He's centered his own ball. Smashes it in too. This is part of what you were talking about before. It's excellent players on this Jam Gaming team, each in their own.
Yep. And I'm glad we're able to go back to the game because, I don't like it when I'm all like, haha, here's a joke, and then someone scores and I just look like I'm terrible at this. But that's okay because I'm the best ever, but also terrible at this. Anyway, let's move on. Orion running up the wall, sends the ball careening down towards the defense zone of blue side, that being Molotov. And look at this, right? Trying to get past the defenders, and he's going to do it. Oh, no, Blitz coming in for the last second miracle save out of the thin air, essentially.
Fork now in the middle. He's the one that's going to want to center the ball to. Getting the early jump. It's gone into the air. A lot of high flying ball.
Joust.
The Fork man is able to renegotiate his position. Does a double tap. It's come into the very nice save from Toxic. The fly coming in.
The outplay there, getting the ball around him. Nice little skill dribble.
And Fork also has to stay back very, very far because you never know with this Jam team what they might do.
No. Well, yeah, you do. You definitely know they're going to be attacking. But other than that, it's just pandemonium.
It is, isn't it? You can see all three defenders right behind the ball because they don't want to be left open, which they are. Fork is the last line of defense. Good play from him trying to clear this ball, get it up the field. He isn't able to. The Sifo man is trying to send it. The ball doesn't see Fork in the air. Spikes. No.
Nice little aerial there. Sending it back the way Jam Gaming wants it. Very close to the...
Oh!
That's going to be 2-0.
Very nice play. Very nice. If we switch to Sifo, you can see he centered his own ball off the crossbar. It's come back and got a goal. This is 2-0 for this Molotov team. Whatever we saw in the last match, Lonj, it's not here.
It's simple, you know. Jam are like, hey, like, let's not let that happen again. Like, how dare they like do this to us? We're just gonna come out there and just try and like stomp them in the dirt as hard as possible.
Yeah,
that's my theory. That's my theory about what happened.
Molotov aren't ones to let this happen. As you said, 50 seconds in this game is everything. Can we get a spike from Toxic? It's been blocked by Sifo. It's coming up into the aggressive half for this team now.
It really, really is. But look, there's less than a minute to go. Toxic's on a run. Ball is bounced all the way out. The nice clear. Oh, the aerial from Fork. Not able to actually get it going. Blitz in the back. Yeah, they're still able to get the clear forwards and get it back into the spawn, the zone of Jam. I'm a little concerned, though. I think this is it. While Molotov did not go quietly into that good night, I don't think they're going to be winning this game either.
Yeah, they're not. You can see the desperation of these people, these players, using all of the boost, launching themselves at the ball, trying to make something happen. The ball's gone into the corner after a nice little shot from the Jam team. It's come from Blitz. Is it going to be able to get a late goal? This late in the piece, it's not. 1 second left on the clock. That's it. Game over. This is Jam Gaming's.
GG, Jam played extremely well, particularly this last game here, 2-0. Like, that's not a massive blowout or anything like that, but it was just it was a shutout. They just completely sat down and went, no, we're just not going to let Molotov into the game. Yeah. And that was sad, but you know what? Excellent series from Jam Gaming, and Molotov played well. It was 3-1. It was good. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Even though there was 3-1, it felt like a closer game than what the score represents. That's what I feel.
I would agree with that. The fact of the matter is, only really that last game and the first game were complete blowouts. But yeah, Jam, they're looking like the team to beat for me at this tournament. Yeah,
they're certainly the team to watch. And if you want to keep watching them, there'll be more action over on GTV1. GTV2 will have casts going all day as well. This is Gamestah TV bringing it to you. My name is Don Mega. This is Lonjais. We're going to get out of here and let you watch some of the games later on in the day. Thank you.
See you all later.